Right, so last night I surprised my wife with a ticket to the Girls Aloud reunion tour, and I'll put it this way, it was a mixed bag, and I'm going to go into the pros and the cons right now. This was the opening night on their first tour in well over a decade following the group's reunion last year. Tragically though, they were a member down following the death of Sarah Harding in 2021. The energy in the arena was fever pitch just before the lights went down. I mean, it was buzzing, the room was shaking like. But I'm going to start off with a couple of complaints. After all the built up tension, the curtain dropped and they opened with a ballad called Untouchable. Now look, I don't know who designed their set list, but this was a huge mistake. Now the fans screamed as each member sang lead for the first time, but it really sucked the air out of the room to open with such a low-key track. This is your first tour back. You need to match the crowd's energy and really get it on from the get-go, and this didn't do that. Once that was done, they did come off the podiums and belted out an up-tempo track called The Show. That was really good and more like it, but they should have opened with that song. Another complaint was sometimes the girls' vocals were low in the mix, kind of making them hard to hear, but look, that's a sound engineer problem, not their fault. Each member looks great and sounds absolutely fantastic though. It's like no time has passed at all. There were very little nerves here and they were so professional. I do have a newfound respect for Kimberly Walsh. Her personality comes off great from the stage and vocally she was the best on the night. Cheryl may have had the biggest solo career, but Kimberly is the star of this group. The set design for this tour is fantastic. Big, bright, and it just lights up the arena. The surrounding cast of dancers were really good too, so talented. There didn't seem to be any backup singers or a live band though, which was a shame. It left all the heavy lifting vocally to the group, which kind of made it feel small for an arena. There were tons of tributes to Sarah Harding throughout the show though, which I just loved, including a beautiful isolated vocal on the song I'll Stand By You. It was powerful stuff, you know, really emotional. All the hits were played with a strong set list of 20 songs, including an encore of The Promise. Also on the upside for me, there was no queue for the lads' toilets really. Should you go see Girls Aloud? Yes, definitely see them on this tour. Despite a ropey start, it's a great show, packed with all the hits, and a perfect night out with your pals to sing along to. Go see Girls Aloud.